Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be closing out our budget for the second paycheck of June. This is also the week that I did go on vacation, so I will also be looking at my vacation totals to see what we spent compared to what we had budgeted. So I'm just going to try and get through this week or this video as quickly as possible because it might be a little longer than normal. But anyways, looking at our income, our rollover came in just fine. What we expected was what happened. My husband's paycheck came in just as normal. The only thing different was we did receive $25 in extra income. My husband did earn $25 in cashback points from his credit card from last month, so that hit our account. So we do have $2,232 to work with for this past week. As far as our bills are concerned, everything came through just fine with the exception of our water bill. Our water bill was actually less than expected, about $11 less. So our bills did come out to $860 instead of $871. Since it was my husband's paycheck, he did get his $300 as planned. And then as far as our savings and our sinking funds, everything that we did budget for did come through. And because my husband did earn that $25 in cashback points, we did put that money into our brokerage where we are investing the money for our 10-year wedding anniversary. So our total savings for this week was actually $955. So I did go to the bank. I did withdraw the $930 that I needed to. So looking at our summary, and that is what I used to stuff my envelopes with last week. So our summary, our total income minus our bills, minus our expenses, minus our savings. We did have $117 left in our checking account compared to the $106 because our water bill was $11 less than expected. But that is what our checking account is looking like at the moment. $117 is in the account. So now I'm gonna kind of just go through my spending for this past week. We did have heavy spending this weekend because we did go on vacation and we did have a budget. And when I go on vacation, I really try to stick to my budget, but the vibes are vibing, okay? But it was okay. We went on vacation. My parents were there. My husband's dad was there. My husband's grandparents were there. My sister, my brother-in-law, their kids, 3 of my husband's brothers, one of their wives and their 3 girls, my kids. It was a lot of us. It was a good time. It went by really quick, but we did have a good time. We did go to Laughlin, Nevada. If anybody was curious as to where we were going, we did go to Laughlin, and it's like a very mini Las Vegas. It's probably like an hour and a half away from Las Vegas. But it's very mellow. It's very family friendly. Like, it's a lot less than Las Vegas, and it was a good time. But anyways, we are going to go ahead and check in. We are going to check in from our last paycheck, which was the 12th, through today's date, which is the 18th. On the 12th, we did put gas in my car. It did cost $58 to fill up. On Thursday, the 13th, my husband did put $20 in his car, and then he also took my son to Walmart. My son did need new swimming trunks and just like a shirt to go over for when we were at the pool during vacation time, so he took them to Walmart. Friday was the first day of our vacation. When we took off, my husband did have to go to work Friday morning, so we did leave around like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So on our way out, we did stop at Chick-fil-A, and that was kind of like lunch / a late dinner-ish, and it was $51. But then later on that night, when we did get to Laughlin, We had an extremely late dinner, and we ate at one of the casinos, which was Fat Burger, and it was $89 for my family. On Saturday morning, we went to have breakfast. It was $100 for my family of four. Afterwards, we took our kids swimming. We were out in the pool for a few hours. It was a good time. It wasn't terribly hot, but the water was really nice. The kids had a blast. After that, we went back into the hotel, took a shower, got ready, took the kids to one of the arcades at one of the casinos, dropped about 20 bucks there, and then we had dinner, and we went to a buffet, and it was $82 for my family of four. And then after the buffet, we did take the kids bowling. It was $88. This is not for my family of four. We actually ended up paying for my nieces as well, since my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law did not bowl. We did pay for my nieces. So for six of us, because only two of them bowled, it was $88. And then I completely forgot to put socks on my daughter for bowling. So I did have to go to a vending machine that they have in the bowling alley. And it was $5 to buy socks for her. So I did buy $5 worth of socks for my daughter. And then we decided to have a second game of bowling. So that came out to $81. So that was quite a bit of spending that we did for Friday or Saturday. But afterwards, we took the kids back to the hotel room, and then the adults went out afterward. And we'll talk about those expenses in a second. On Sunday, we did leave. Sunday morning, we did go to have breakfast for my family of four. It was $120. And then we did fill up my car to get back home, and it was $58. So I was expecting that my car was going to need to be filled like 100 times. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know cars that well, or gas, because I really never paid attention before. So I was really over budgeted a lot for my gas. But the gas that I filled up on Wednesday the 12th got me through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then it got us to our destination. And then we didn't have to fill up until we left, and that was $58, and that $58 got us home, and it's still lasting us till today. So I think we still have like a quarter worth of gas left. So I'm really proud of my car. It does really well on gas for being an SUV. And then we got home Sunday around 8 o'clock, and we just made something quick at home. We just made some soup and called it a night, nothing else. Monday, I did not have to go to work, but my husband did. And so I stayed home with the kids, and there was no spending to be done. We ate everything at home, nothing really going on Monday. And then Tuesday, which is today, I did have to stop at Fry's after work, and I just had to pick up some small things for dinner for today. We had hamburgers, so I did need like onions, tomatoes, and lettuce. So I did pick that up at Fry's. Oh, and an avocado. And then my husband's car. So my husband has a 2006, I believe, Chevy Trailblazer, and it is paid off. There's no, love that car to death. It's been a champ, but the back windows of the car don't work. Like the buttons don't roll up and down. So my husband did buy the parts to fix it, and he did fix it himself. So the parts to fix both of the back windows, it was $125, and he did the replacement himself. So we do have to take about $125 out of our car parts. Out of our car sinking fund. And that is all the spending that we did this past weekend. The only other thing is, this is all the expenses that I actually budgeted for. I budgeted for gas to get to and from. I budgeted for the hotel. I didn't include that on here, but the hotel I'll show you that in the thing. I budgeted for the hotel, I budgeted for our food, and I budgeted for activities that we would do for the kids. That is it. As far as buying alcohol or gambling, I did not budget for that because it just wasn't in the budget. I told my husband that him and I were gonna have to just cash flow those. Like, so whatever we had on us, like that's what we had to buy, right? But like I said, the vibes were vibing and we spent a lot of money on alcohol. Fortunately, I only lost like $22 gambling. I actually won my money back. So I'll explain that again, but I didn't lose very much money gambling, but in alcohol. So I did our purchases separately. So on my card, I had $187 worth of alcohol purchases, and then on my husband's card, he had $167 worth. So that is how much we spent out of pocket. When my husband and I go out, we become like the friendliest people, and we just want to buy drinks for everyone. We want everyone to have a good time, and that's basically what happened here. We just bought drinks like all night Saturday. So yeah, we spent that. So I'm gonna move my iPad over to the side. I'm going to bring out my binder so that I can do my unstuffing, and then we'll look at our totals for the trip. So before I start, I do have some change here just in case I need it. It should be $100. So I have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I do have $100 here just in case I need it. So we are going to go ahead and start with just our everyday expenses binder. This is for my family's budgets. So dining out, we didn't spend anything in our everyday budgets. And then groceries, the only thing that we spent was $4 this past week. I didn't do my regular grocery haul on Fridays because we went out of town. So I haven't had to buy anything except for today. So I have $1, $2, $3, $4 in groceries. And that leaves me with 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, and $77 for the remainder of the month. Household, there was no purchases, but gas, transportation outside of the vacation. This is for everyday purchases. We did spend $20 and then $58. So a total of $78. So I'm gonna pull 100 and I'm gonna take back 22. So for the remainder of the month, we do have 1, 2, 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. So, oops, sorry, $256 in gas for our cars. All right, and then we can bring out our sinking funds because we do have a couple of those purchases. So the first one is in our kids category. We did spend $16 at Walmart. So I'm gonna take a 20 and bring back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this category does have 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73. All right, so $73 is what we have in our kids category sinking fund. And then we have our car for $125. So $125 is gonna come out. Oh, that's my son. He's so dramatic. So the car fund now has 100, 20, 40, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So $164 in our car fund, and that is it. Everything else is going to come out of our travel binder. Okay, so the hotel, we budgeted $60, and it was actually $48 for the weekend. There was a great promo that they had. So I'm going to take $50 and I'm going to take $2 back. So we do have $10, $11, $12. I'm going to leave this money out. Airplane, there was no airplane. Gas, so the budget was $2.79 and we only spent $58, which is incredible. So let's see. So let's do 50, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So $58, and then we have $21 left. I'm gonna leave that money out. In food, we spent $51, $89, $100, $82, and $120. A total of $442, and the budget was $500. So we do have, we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 1, and $42 out. And that leaves us with 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, and $58. And then tickets, which is like entertainment. The budget was $260, but we spent $169 and $20, so we spent $189. So I'm gonna take 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. And I'm gonna bring back $11. So we do have 20, 40, 60, 70, and $71 left. So the other categories that we do have, souvenirs, we didn't budget anything, we didn't spend anything. Drinks, I didn't budget anything, but I did spend $354. So I am going to use the money that we didn't spend in other categories to take care of that. Guys, sometimes I just vibe, you know, just vibe off the alcohol. I know it's terrible, but I had a great time. And I promise I would have figured it out when I got back. Don't take credit cards, they're dangerous. Sorry if I keep hitting the thing. I'm like terrified to hit my wrist. I burnt myself. Okay, so we're gonna take 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. Oh my God. So this takes care of all of the alcohol purchases that we had, which I am so thrilled that was the case. Thank goodness I over budgeted on my gas. And we have a whopping $8 left from our budget for our vacation, which means all of our purchases were covered. No issue there. We have $8 left. We have $8 left. I can't believe it. I was waiting and waiting and waiting for all of the purchases on our credit card to post, because like sometimes like the purchases will disappear and then the merchant will post it, and then sometimes they're pending, but they're pending because like without a tip. So I have to wait to see like how much I did tip, because I didn't keep a lot of my receipts. I just threw them or left them at the bar or wherever we were at. So I was really just waiting around to see how much money we spent. But I'm happy to report that we do have $8 left over. With these $8, I don't know what we're gonna do. Most likely we're gonna save it. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet, so I'm just gonna let this hang out over here for a second, And then the last thing that I want to just review is my binder. So in my fun stuff category, I was trying my very best not to spend anything because this is the money that I was taking to vacation for gambling and, you know, drinks or whatever. But I ended up spending, I already did that one, the $5, but I did on June 12th. It was my great aunt's funeral. After the funeral, my parents, my brother, my sister, and my kids and we went to go eat at a restaurant called Rositas, and we just had food. We didn't go to like the reception or anything that my family was having. We just, you know, wanted them to have that time together. So we did go out to eat, and for myself and my two kids, it was $51. But I never unstuffed this money because I was supposed to do it in the video. So when I left on vacation, I technically took $222, and I took all of that money out to take to the casino. But I ended up coming back home with $200. So I technically only lost $22, if that makes sense. So the $22 is already gone because that was cash. So the only thing that I have to unstuff is the $51 from Rositas. So I'm going to do $60, and then I'm going to take back $9, right? Yeah. 2, 3, 4. So in this category, I actually have quite a bit of money left. So I have 100, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, and $49. So $149. I am actually going to, I know I'm going to hold on to this money. And I'll explain that here in a second. So I didn't really have to spend anything from my budget, which was really nice. And then in my shopping category, so I had $50, and I completely forgot about a subscription that I had on my phone. So a fun fact about me is I know sign language, but I'm not like super fluent. I can carry a conversation. I can, you know, communicate pretty well, I would say. I use it at work. I use it with family. So one of my cousins is deaf, and so that is what encouraged me to learn sign language so that I can communicate with her. I've definitely gotten a lot better as you know time has gone on, but I did have an app on my phone that I was using a year ago, and I completely forgot that I was still subscribed to it until the subscription hit my account again, and it was $49 for the year. So I just took that out of my shopping category because I didn't know where else to put it. I canceled the subscription now, but because it already came out of the account, like they don't refund it, so I have the app subscription for another year. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the subscription throughout the year and, you know, sharpen my skills. Might as well, since I've already had to pay for it. But I did cancel it, so it won't go through again next year. So I do have $1 left, and that is all that I have. My miscellaneous money, I didn't budget anything for that because I put it all into my fun stuff category for the trip. And then personal clothing and makeup, I did not spend anything. So that is there. I did my nails in my car on our way to Laughlin. It's about a 3.5-hour drive from Phoenix, where I live. And I did have French tip nails from the wedding that I was in like 3-4 weeks ago, and they were so messed up already. So I did my nails in my car, and I think they came out pretty good considering my husband was driving, and I literally did everything in the car. But that saved me money not having to go get my nails done. So I actually have quite a bit of money left after my vacation. I do have 120, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and $150 left. So pretty proud of that. I am going to use this money to help fund my 52-week envelope challenge, and I believe it's this one. So we are going to go ahead and look at the 52-week challenge. Today we are on week 26, and we have done 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I lied. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've done 26. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the 50, 20, 40, 45. We're gonna do the 50, and that's gonna leave me with $100. Let me see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in. Or should I do maybe I should do two numbers. What's 19? No, 19 plus 21. Let's see. 29 plus 21. Yeah, we'll do 29. Okay, so we're actually going to do 29 and 21, and that equals $50. Just so that I can get ahead on the envelopes, and then maybe I can stuff the bigger ones in a different video. So $50 is going to go into my envelope, and that is what we have so far in our 52-week envelope challenge. At the end of this challenge, I am going to use this money to buy myself a laptop. For the other $100, I'm actually going to hold on to it just because tomorrow, which is the 19th, it is my husband's birthday, and I know we didn't budget anything for eating out, but I think we're gonna go eat out tomorrow, and I do get paid tomorrow. Well, I already got paid today, but I'm gonna use my money for when I cash stuff my envelopes. I'm gonna use that money to take them out to eat. So just because we don't have any money really in our dine out category, and he's been wanting to go to Oregano's for quite some time, so we'll probably do that. So I'll just keep that $100 to help pay for the meal for him. But that's all that I have now, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you did, I do have this $8. You know what I'm actually gonna do? I am going to put it in my savings box. So I haven't done anything with this. This is for my emergency fund. This is the 100 envelope challenge. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these $8 into this 8 envelope, and the only other one that I've put in here is 9. So now I have 2 envelopes done, and we'll see how far this challenge goes, because we really need to beef up our emergency fund, and we haven't really been prioritizing it at all. But now that is all that I have for today. Thank you guys so much. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.